Hello everyone, this is Miss Back, your English Language Arts 9th grade teacher. Today we will be going over the digital unit plan for creative writing. This is the new unit we will be starting. And to start off, I would like to go over the California Content Standards and your Common Core Standards. The first one, write narratives to develop real or imagined experiences or events using effective technique, well-chosen details, and well-structured events and sequences. Let's take a minute to think about that. Within our creative writing unit, we're going to be developing real or imagined experiences throughout our entire writing, specifically through certain assignments that I will be giving you. The following content standard, Common Core Standard, produce clear and coherent writing in which the development, organization, and style are appropriate to task, purpose, and audience. Let's take a minute to think about that one. Throughout our creative writing, we are going to create clear and coherent writing. We will be developing and organizing our different styles of writing and making sure those styles are appropriate for the audience and the prompt given. The following content Common Core Standard analyze how complex characters, those with multiple or conflicting motivations, develop over the course of a text, interact with other characters, and advance the plot or the theme. Let's take a minute to think about that one. We will be completing this throughout our creative writing unit by developing our own complex characters and creatively choosing characters that advance the plot or theme throughout our writing. Now let's move on to our big ideas and unit goals. Throughout this unit, students will develop their creative writing skills. Students will learn the difference between fiction and nonfiction writing. Students will also learn how to express themselves through creative writing short stories, journal entries, and essays. Referring back to the Common Core and content standards, how I said we will be using real or imagined experiences, we will be doing so through our short stories, journal entries, and essays. Referring back to the big ideas, students will be able to produce a group PowerPoint presentation on a real or imagined experience based on their creative writing thinking and writing skills. Then, students will be able to use the internet on their Chromebook to analyze and creatively type journal articles on the internet activity Write Your Way. This internet website is Writing A through Z. Lastly, students will be able to produce a well-structured, clear, and coherent creative writing essay using Microsoft Word. All three of these activities will have the student engagement and will lead to learning and produce acceptable evidence of student learning. I will have group discussions throughout the entire unit to monitor students' prior knowledge, engagement, and learning as well. So my main goal throughout this entire semester is to make sure that the students are always learning what I am teaching. I do not want to move on from a unit if majority of the class does not understand the material being taught. I do not want to move on from an assignment until the understanding of the assignment is taught and learned. The most important thing is that you as students are learning the material given to you. So if at any time you have any type of questions, please just raise your hand and ask those questions, and I will answer them to my best of my ability. More likely, more than one student is going to have the same question. So by you asking those questions, you're also helping your classmates. The unit summary is what I would like to conclude from the overall experience of this unit. So within this unit, students will learn how to write creatively. Creative writing is a way to express thoughts, opinions, ideas, imagination, and experiences. I would like for students to be able to create creative writing by expressing their thoughts and opinions, ideas, and imagination and experiences because it helps me get to know the students a little bit more as well. I will incorporate many forms of technology such as the internet, PowerPoint, and Microsoft Word. I will teach students how to incorporate images, pictures, videos, smart clips into their PowerPoint and Microsoft Word as well. Throughout this unit, students will complete 3 main assignments that will show the understanding of creative writing. One will be the entry-level assignment, group PowerPoint presentation. The second would be a formative assessment, online quick write and journal entries. And lastly, a summative assessment, a creative writing narrative essay. All of these were discussed above shortly, but I will go in depth with them further down the digital unit plan. Within the unit, you will learn how to creatively write poetry, novels, biographies, short stories, and many more creative writing assignments. I will teach you the difference between fiction and nonfiction writing. Students will be able to write creatively using many forms of technology by the time this unit is over. The assessment plan is just the type of assignments I will be giving you throughout this entire unit. So above, I listed the 3 main assignments that will be testing you. Another entry-level assessment that will be done will be the whole class discussion. This will be one of the first things done along with throughout the entire unit so that I can analyze how students are doing, tap into their prior knowledge, and make sure that everyone is understanding the content being given. Next would be the formative assessment. So I'll be giving a quiz on creative writing, which will go over all the vocabulary terms and different types of styles of creative writing that we've gone over. We will do a critical thinking discussion question, which will be a worksheet that everybody completes that analyzes your critical thinking on creative writing. You will be completing flashcards on Quizlet, which you have done prior, so you'll be doing that again, but this one will be on creative writing. These will help you with your quiz. Of course, you'll be doing your journal and quick write entries, and then I will allow you to complete a concept map that is a graphic organizer for your final creative writing essay. And then, of course, if we go over to the summative assessment, so this is the final way of which I will be testing to make sure you understand the content, we will obviously be doing your creative narrative essay along with a possible final exam, if need be, on creative writing to make sure you understand all of the terms, vocabulary, and everything we have learned throughout this unit. Lesson 1, Student Learning Objective. So the students will be able to develop creative writing skills by collaborating and interacting with other students to create a multimedia PowerPoint presentation about a narrative story on a real or imagined characters. So within your group, you're going to create this assignment with 5 to 7 slides. You will be assessed based on your creative, clear, and coherent writing skills. It will be an entry-level assignment, which is listed above here. It will tap into your prior knowledge, and it will make sure that students are understanding the new content of the unit. I will be walking around the classroom and observing. If you have any questions, please just ask. I will make sure that all conversations are staying on topic, so please only be discussing real or imagined experiences that you would like to discuss in your PowerPoint. Stick to one topic and explain it throughout the 5 to 7 slides. I will be giving feedback along with a participation grade the following day. Student Learning Objective number 2. This is for Lesson 2. Students will be able to produce clear and coherent creative writing skills by answering questions about creative writing and by using the website Writing A through Z to create narrative journal entries as their warm-up. So I will be assessing this by monitoring students and evaluating if students are forming the concepts correctly. I will be giving you a worksheet that asks questions of which you have to answer. Along with doing your daily journal entries, I will give you a feedback up to 1 day after to let you know how you're doing on those. Make sure that your journal entries are 1 to 3 paragraphs long. We will be going through all of this throughout class. Your journal entries can be on any topic of your choice, or I can give you a topic if you would like. Lastly, Lesson 3 will be on students being able to analyze and creatively write a creative narrative essay that describes an expectation of future technology. This objective sets the standard for this for this lesson for this day. All of these objectives will be on the board every single day, along with your warm-up and writing activity, your daily planner, and everything else that you log into your daily planner. Just remember, students are going to produce a 5-paragraph narrative essay. You will be doing this on Microsoft Word, so you'll be typing it, not handwriting it. This assessment will determine and test your creative writing skills and assess if students can creatively write a clear beginning, middle, and end. Students will be assessed on the understanding of creative writing and the use of first person, I and me. The narrative should be clear and based on an experience with technology. This will be the final evaluation of the unit. I will make sure that I review prior lessons before assigning this assignment. I will tap into your prior knowledge and make sure I have class discussions and discuss many common mistakes and ways to better your writing. I will advise students that they have the rest of class to complete the essay after this discussion. Whatever students do not finish will be completed over the weekend, given this assignment will be started on a Friday, and it will be due the following Monday. So you will have 4 days in total to work on it. This is your prompt. What do you think the world of technology will look like in 10 years? Or 20? What kind of computers, phones, and other devices will be used? Will technology improve travel? Healthcare? What do you expect to see and what would you like to see? Do you think some technology will not exist anymore? Now that you have your prompt ahead of you, please get to thinking about it. Throughout the entire unit, you will see many of these unit resources pop up on our page. Please go ahead and look to these resources for help. Along with those, you'll find down here useful websites. These are websites of which that I use to create my lesson, things that I've advised you that you can use, and things that will help you throughout the rest of this class, if not further on. Alrighty, let's get ready for this creative writing unit. I hope that all of you understand this digital unit plan. If not, go ahead and email me or ask me during class. I'll see you all later.